prepare for foreseeable consequences.
Oh, my friend.
So,
Yes, talking about the quarantine.
Oh my god, but yeah. Anyways, that's why Project Delum has been taking so long. You know, you wouldn't think that it involved like 4 rhinos, but wait, hold on. Oh, we're live. Hi.
Yeah.
Hey everyone.
Hi. Oh my god.
hola.
Hola.
Привет.
Guten Tag.
Beard.
Beard. Oh, we have a beard. Hey, I recognize this. This is on the new map. Wink. Let's see here. Anyways, good to finally be back. I am... God, who am I in this server? I forgot. Somebody else say their name.
What?
I am me
Thanks.
llamo. Deep
Cool.
voice man is Racer.
I feel
And-
like I fucked up something.
Yeah, I don't know. I
You
have no clue
entirely
what's
did.
happening.
You
Okay.
most definitely did. I'm sorry.
Me in real life.
No, Sofa. Don't worry. Don't worry, friend. Alright, let's see. What's on our agenda today? Pinned messages. Man, this is the worst formatted thing. Alright. So, you already know who we are. It's the 3, the only, the best boys. And today, we have us. There's no invited guest, it's just us. I'm so sorry that we had to disappoint you. So, just as a note, we are aware that everything is awful in the world right now. But that's not going to stop the development of Project Delum, because to develop Project Delum, everybody sits in their appropriate basements and clicks a single button on their computer until something works. Don't worry about it. So just make sure to stay safe, wash your hands, do all that kind of crap, but don't go out and panic buy toilet paper. That's just stupid. What kind of person does that? Let's see here. According to my little notepad in the sky that I've been given, we are testing our sub and donation system on Twitch to see if it actually works properly. So, if you feel in a generous kind of mood, come and help us test that out. You can subscribe to us through Twitch or donate through... I think Vel has a Patreon, and that should show up on stream, as far as we know. Test it, Vel. Patreon won't show up. Okay. Good to know. Whistling noises. Alright. That alert was quick. Well, yeah, it'll do that. Anyways, we're back. I don't know who's supposed to have the beard. There's a lot of typing in the background. What you doing, Eraser?
Nothing.
That's concerning to me. Anyways, past couple of weeks, we have had a lot of things going on behind the scenes. A lot of rather interesting things. Vel voice reveal when. Vel voice reveal whenever she feels like it. Alright. We've had a couple of things going down. If you've been on our Discord looking at anything happening, you'll note that there's been some stuff. We got Operation Druga, Chapter 3 in the Project Delum map series. Now, I can tell you a little bit about this, but just a little bit. I can tell you that it is in Thesia, and it is a Verskayan counterattack. That is about it. It will also have a new faction, which if you have eyes, you will be able to tell which faction this is. Exclusive gameplay. Ooh. I believe that we, in this podcast set, are actually on that map. So, you know, if you can go and find our little spot and take a screenshot of it, send it to me, I'll give you a cookie. We've also got some other stuff happening behind the scenes. We have a new mapper in our ranks. The one, the only, I don't know how to pronounce that name.
Wait, let me try it. Fuck, I forgot his name.
Jansius.
Hansias.
Right. Hansius, yes. Hansius.
Jans. Oh,
He's
okay, I
been-
can't pronounce that.
It's fine. He's been doing mapping in Source for God knows how long, and now he is joining us in Unity to put together some good-looking maps. Which, honestly, there are a short supply of those in the Ravenfield workshop, but you didn't hear that from me. Let's see here. We've got some new guns coming in, which I'm sure that if you've been looking in the Dev Progress chat, you've seen those. And we've got a lot of lore based around our two individual prodigies. Prodigies? Something. In the two separate nations. We have... Oh god, I have forgotten their names.
Anola Skipjakov
Yeah.
and John Burlock.
Yes, thank you. Man, it's almost like I wrote those in multiple paragraphs. Gee. To give a little bit of a background, Eraser, if you want to talk about Burlog, I'll talk about Scripture.
Alright, so, John Burlock, how do I describe this person? He's like your typical weapon manufacturer of the 30s. Not the part of the one that thinks about the weapons, but more the part of the guy that, like, puts the money in the project and realizes the guns. And he basically realizes whatever he wants to realize. His newest escapade is an handheld anti-tank cannon. Like, literally a cannon, not a recoilless rifle. You can, if you want to imagine him, picture your typical English lord type of person. Yeah, that's everything I have to say about this guy.
Then add several kilos of lead.
Yes.
Now, Anila Skripchikov is a much more storied person with a lot less experience. In contrary to John Burlog, Skripchikov is just kind of a normal person. She served in the Verskayan Civil War when that was still going on during the Communist Revolt, and was one of the few female soldiers who actually score multiple kills during the revolt. After that, she went home to her little house on the, I guess, tundra? Little house on the tundra? Yeah, sure. And kind of existed there, you know, doing her thing, living her life as a farm woman. When, at some point, she just decided, you know what? I'm gonna go make a gun. And she did, and she tore out a couple of leaf springs and made a gun, and then immediately became the head of an actual gun company. and now really doesn't have a lot of an idea of what she's doing, except for the fact that make gun. That is about all I can say about Skripchikov. Yeah, let's see here. So these two are going to feature pretty heavily in the lore for Project Delum, and they will also, you'll probably see both Berlog and Skripchikov stamped on the side of some of the new weapons that we're putting in for a significant portion of this project. Because they're kind of a big deal. Let's see here. We're going to be running through all of our old gun models, speaking of guns. We have all of our modelers, Eraser especially, running through all of the older guns, like the Weitmark III, and the other kind of... The starting guns, the less polished models, and we're going to kind of buff those up to normal standard. We're going to make them work better with the rest of our weapons, which I think will be really cool. I am very excited for all of these new models, and remixes and revamps of these guns. It is going to be interesting.
Thanks to Corona, I have a lot of free time on my hands, so expect that and a few new guns.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same on my side.
Since we're kind of locked in our basements, that means that we can press this one button a lot faster than we normally would be able to. Man, thanks, China. Am I allowed to say that? Is that too political?
With what we have done in the past, I think that's like the least of our concerns.
Yeah, alright. Let's see. I believe that is about that for that section. Vel, if you want to pop in and show some progress on Jansius's map, because I'm very interested. Jansius is very skilled in what he does, and it transfers from Source to Unity very well. The lighting... Oh, well. That's depressing. I mean, go ahead, do it, even though the lighting is kind of boned. It's fine. Please don't make me the only person who talks. Miyama, what are you doing right now? What were you... like, right now? I know you're doing something right.
I am literally making the next equipment.
And yeah, that's the Delum workflow. Ooh,
Yes.
ooh, this map.
How's the lighting of this map fucked? Looks alright to me.
Yeah, it does look alright.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh.
Oh.
Well, either way, I think it looks pretty good. This is what we just hired. This is what we've got on the team. I would say hired, but nobody's getting paid. You know how I know nobody's getting paid? Because I haven't been paid. Eraser, have you been paid?
No.
Miyamo, have you been paid?
No.
Well, now you can see just how committed we are to this project. Oh?
That was the bot.
Don't worry about it, we were just listening to some factual documentaries about Bosnia earlier. Ooh, nice camera angle. Okay, you clipped through the
You
fence.
just went through the people there, okay.
It's fine. Yeah, I'm liking this map. So if you see Jansius down in the server, just give him a hearty pat on the back and a welcome to the Project Delum team. Let's see, what else have we got? What else have we got? I don't know if I'm going too fast.
Oh god, oh fuck, I think I have to burp. Let me mute my microphone.
It's fine.
Yes.
Okay, done.
Yeah, the standalone Project Delum thing is currently on the wayside. 'Cause games are dumb and games are hard, and Ravenfield is a lot easier, which should say something. I mean, my laptop here still is on fire. It's giving me a frowny face. So how am I even how are we even supposed to develop a game if a laptop in a mod is making a frowny face? What else can we get through? Let's see here. You know, I'm looking at my big floating list in the sky that Vel has bequeathed upon the podcast hosts, and I see something just marked as Skripchikov section, and I'm very concerned as to what that actually means. Make the game out of leaf springs in your garage. I mean, alright. We can do that. Hey Vel, how many leaf springs do you have? Alright, she's quiet. 23 and a half. Good.
Whoa.
That might be barely enough to make a SA-28.
Yeah.
SA-28, the new machine gun. That's a fun weapon.
Ooh, yeah. The new machine gun. Where did I... It's in here, yes. Is it? No, it's in here. Yes. The SA-28. Literally just made out of pocket watches and springs.
Skripchekov on its own as a weapon manufacturer was like kind of inspired by the story of Accuracy International, where you have like a contract set up by military. You see someone who is interested in making a firearm getting interested in that contract, but you know they have like no chance in winning that thing, or at least they think they have no chance in winning that thing. And well, it turns out that the competition was garbage, and they actually won it. And
And now they have no idea what to do, because they're not a weapons company, they're a dude in their backyard building a sniper rifle, or in this case, a machine gun. It's kind of like one of those old Zero to Hero stories that you hear about a lot, except this time it's just 0 to slightly less 0.
Well, I mean, if the gun shoots and it kills people, I guess it's okay.
Yeah, that works for me.
I mean, the SA-28 is still better than Burlock's abomination of a machine gun. The direct blowback, I should say, direct blowback M31 machine gun, which...
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this, but wasn't Han supposed to be making some, what was it, Dujin or something? Of Burlog and Skripchikov? I'm probably not allowed to talk about
that
this.
that wasn't Dujin of Skripchov. Oh, fuck, I can't speak English anymore. It wasn't the Dojin of Skripchikov and Burlock, it was one of the... Oh no, wait, that's in death.
Yeah,
I
we
can't
can't talk
say
about
that yet.
Sorry.
I can't say that yet.
What I can say is that right now I'm getting the binoculars into Unity to make them into an actual mod.
Wonderful. We appreciate the binoculars, the Miyaculars. Is that what we call them?
Yes, Miyaculars.
Alright. We've got... As Vel is just incessantly filling my DMs. Just like trying to desperately stop me from talking about the Project Delum based pornography. Our two new guns from Skripchikov, which is apparently what we're supposed to be talking about during the Skripchikov section, are the Skripchikov Automat 928, which is a machine gun made out of leaf springs. And it is a very effective machine gun. It's light, it's carryable by one person, you can carry the ammunition with you. It fits the bill of Project Delum's MG42. It's got a high-capacity box magazine. It fires at a decent rate, which I can't give you an exact number because I'm not one of the modders.
600 rounds per minute.
Yes.
Thanks. This is why you guys are here. You're the best.
Thanks.
But it is basically going to be the machine gun. that you want to have, no matter Thesian or Verskaian, because it's going to be very good. Now,
I
as we
mean-
go throughout the lore of this, there will be upgrades that specific nations will get. Thesia will be getting better weapons. Verskaya will be getting better weapons. The Redacted faction that I'm not allowed to talk about will be getting better weapons. So we'll see the evolution of these countries as the war goes along. What were you saying, Eraser, before I rudely interrupted you?
I mean, of course, you'd want an SA-28. You don't have any alternative to it. You only have the M31, and that's like a garbage pipe. You'd like to abandon that thing as soon as you get one.
For our second weapon of Skripchikov, this one was actually suggested to her by a soldier on the front, the Mikhail Skripchikov Falzitavtomat 933. What cocaine was I on when I wrote these names? Jesus Christ. It is basically Delum's STG-44. It's a perverted mix between a submachine gun and a rifle that was made out of a Burlog M31, an SA-32, a K432, 3 leaf springs, a wooden cabinet, and a couple hundred metal cans. Quoting directly from the lore post, because I'm sure nobody reads those. The guy who suggested it, Sofa, is named Ivanis Mikhail, who was just an infantryman. But after he suggested this and distributed it throughout the Verskaian army, he became a lieutenant and was given multiple posthumous awards for his service during the war, when he killed over 300 Thesian soldiers with this gun. Because, that's what a Chad looks like. I suppose along the lines of an Owen. Or, I'm not sure. I don't entirely know the deep lore behind the Owen gun.
It's not too close to the Owen gun. It's more like, I don't know how to describe that one.
Mm.
You know how the RSC carbine, that French self-loading rifle that was made by like 3 guys and each one threw their IDs in it? That's kind of the lore of that one.
Yeah, that is our Skripchikov spotlight. I think I know the next weapon that's being made for Skripchikov, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. So, you'll have to check in with us later. Other than that, I believe we're on to our Q&A section, unless you guys want to talk about something.
Not really.
No, I don't have anything to talk about right now.
Man.
Yeah.
So, I actually have a question for you guys. Just out of curiosity, are all of the developers just like the strong silent type?
Yes.
I guess so, yeah.
That's the reason why I'm sitting around in my basement all the time.
Oh. I always feel like I'm talking too much during these, but then I shut up and nobody talks. It's fine. It's fine, I'm sure. Someone's gotta talk. Alright. I believe we're into our Q&A section. So, if you guys have any questions, you can either drop them in the Discord, or you can drop them into the stream chat. We'll be reading that consistently to try and get as many questions in as we can. If you guys want to look in the stream chat, then I can look in the Discord so that you can actually talk. Let's see. Can we go... Where was the top of this? Okay. Here we go. Okay. So, user Chrome, Crome, in the Discord asks, will we get naval battles? From what I've heard from Sofa, probably not, because they kinda suck. Like, bad. Like, really bad. Yo, you can say what you want to say instead of typing it in the stream chat. They can hear you.
No, I'm like modding the the binoculars. So yes.
Ugh, that rib update to Ravenfield killed the ability to make naval battles. That's rough. Hey, Eraser or Mia, there's questions in the podcast chat.
Yes.
Yes.
What will be the scenario of the next map? Well, I mean, you can literally see it on the progress.
Yeah, it's apparently a amphibious landing without the amphibious landing part, from what
Yes,
I
it says.
understood.
It's like the post fighting. I don't know how to explain it.
It's during the Verskayan counterattack that I hinted to in the lore of the MSF-33. Ow. Ow. Alright. Let's see.
Currently, I did not see anything. What am I watching? Oh, the chat right now.
Lucretian Husaria in the Discord asks, will Delum have any major river crossing battles? I know there was one that was in the works, but I think that was scrapped sometime late October. So let's go with a solid maybe, because it's doable, it's just we haven't had it up to the standard that we want it. Halo 6301 in the Discord asks, adjustable sights for the rifles? Question mark. Again, solid maybe. Ask the modders. Hey modders,
What?
adjustable sights for the rifles? Question mark.
Those are pretty useless in game, so I don't see any reason why we do that. But
Yes.
I always model them with adjustable sights.
Well, I mean, none of the Delum weapons have adjustable sights in the model, but they are kind of useless because
They do have the Burlock autoloader has adjustable sights, the K431 has adjustable sights, and also the White has adjustable sights. You just don't animate them.
wait, let me get it. Let me open it because I think they are part of the same model.
As for artistic challenges we had to face so far, I think it's pretty hard to hit weapons with an actual World War II aesthetic. So far, each time I'm trying to make a gun that isn't a bolt action gun and also isn't like a direct copy of something that was made in World War II. It turns out that it looks somewhat like it's actually made in the Cold War. I think I'm just thinking a bit too far ahead, literally.
All right. Do we run through any of the technical organizational challenges of Delum? I think the organizational one is actually just getting things out on time. Like even this podcast was delayed because we didn't think that we'd have to make a new set. The organizational one's pretty apparent, yeah.
By the way, Bell, can you show anything that's not just that tank?
Yeah, I might want to change out the background a little bit.
Oh, and also for 2K, what we like the most about Delum. What I like the most is actually Script Chekhov, or designing a gun in the name of Script Chekhov. Like, I always, when I design guns, I do not think in a way like oh yeah, that should look somewhat like an MP40. No, I imagine I have that part, and that part, and I have to make a gun out of that when I am thinking in Skip Chekhov's ways. I really enjoy doing that. It's like it sometimes ends up in a hilarious text wall in the dev chat. Mostly me about venting how shit German designs in World War II were.
Let's see. Vertom in the Discord asks, are there any other factions likely to intervene besides the three now? I think so. I'd like to see some. I know there was a plan for the third faction to be a different nation than what is currently planned, and I wonder if we can bring that back. We'll see. And it is all in the future. Halo6301 again in the Discord asks, will we ever see an alt-universe sort of story in Delum? I doubt it. The issue with alt story is that somebody is eventually going to take that as the true fact. And they're going to think, oh, well, Project Delum has, like, elves and dragons in it, when obviously that's not the case, and it's just part of the alt story. You can't really do an alt story particularly well without naming it something different. Let's see. Cue the crew for... Oh, we're not allowed to say that. I defer to you to just put any discussion on Project Alterous fanfiction. Sofa499 in the stream chat, since apparently I'm doing all of the work now. Come on, guys, please talk. Please clap. Have you, or do you have plans at any point to release a lore guide or bridge timeline or overview on the Delum setting? We could, it would not be difficult. It would just be time consuming. And we already have enough things that consume time.
I mean, we don't even have lore on some of the new weapons. Like,
it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about that. I can't say that, so I'm gonna butcher it. Alec Den Ausmaktiga in the Discord asks, how can you make a gun's furniture out of a wooden cabinet? Cabinets are made out of very thin planks, and a gun's furniture needs to be usually one single piece of wood for strength and are far thicker than the planks cabinets are made of. I have a 2-word answer for you. Wood glue.
There is also the fact that a lot of weapons use hollowed out wood, so technically you can make some parts of the furniture of a gun with just like a thin sheet.
alternatively, you do it like the Russians and cut all the wood oven rifle and use it as a pistol.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh shit, this now one. I now want to make an K32 Ober's pistol. I'm gonna do that now. 32.
Alright.
And none of you can stop me.
Let's see here. Hestan in the Discord says, Vel told me that Volkov will never be released, so can someone tell me what happened during this battle? The only thing I know is, this is a V2-like rocket launch site, and it looks like it's a Thesian base attacked by Virskaya. Am I right? So the question is, who tried to attack the other, and what was the objective of the attack? I thought that Volkov was in Virskaya. It was a Virskayan V2 rocket base that the Thesians pushed into and neutralized so that they wouldn't get struck by V2 rockets. But I might be wrong. Oh, I'm correct. Woo! And then... Lucretian Husaria in the Discord asks her Hirokan flag. I absolutely love the look of the Hirokans, but my question is, will we see more of them in the future, or will they be a one-off type thing? I figure that the Hirokans are going to play a rather large part in the war, if only because Bug Boy keeps shouting in the Dev General chat about all the things that he wants other people to make. But they should... They're on Thesia's side, and they will most likely play a part in the war up until the end. Let's see. I'm just trying to look for questions here. I mean, we've got this question from Janchus, our new mapper. Who's the equivalent of Churchill in Delum's universe? And the answer is very, very obviously Bug Boy. Like, come on. By the way, we can just finish off the Q&A, but no. But no. We have this entire segment based around talking to our viewers. I'm gonna milk it until it's dry. Because nobody else is taking any. I mean, me is modeling binoculars, and Eraser is modeling an ORES.
Yes. I'm almost done with the Obras already. I am
Jesus
speed.
Christ, dude.
Should I post a picture? Should I post a picture? You won't be proud of me anymore.
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna post it in the general chat.
Oh god.
This is wonderful.
Bugboy Eric asks, can I exist? Sure. Alec Den, I'm not gonna butcher your name, in the Discord asks, can you make Ledas canon so they can sit in the corner and contribute literally nothing to the rest of the story? Last I heard, the entirety of the Tales from Delum server was non-canon. So that was horrendous. Halo6301 in the stream chat asks, did my question get answered? Yes, your question did get answered. You might want to save the thing. Don't worry about it. Oh, that's just...
Did you
No.
suffer a stroke from that
Uh,
Obras?
That's not an Oprah's, that's just the action.
You've got to spare on materials.
Alright. Yeah, Tales from Delum. Credit where credit's due, Gambit of Crowns lasted longer than Tales from Delum. Granted, Tales from Delum also lasted about 5 minutes. Yeah. Remphi in the stream chat asks, is this new map Verskaya versus Haroka? Very, very observant of you. Yes, it does. It is, in fact, Verskaya versus Haroka. And I believe, unless anybody else has anything, yeah, it looks like that's about it for our questions dedicated segment. So if you guys have any questions, you can put them into the chat. Otherwise,
God damn it.
we're gonna talk about stuff. Or more likely not talk about stuff, because these guys are about as conversational as a brick wall, no offense.
If you ask me, I can talk.
I'd love for you to talk. You have a great voice.
Well, talk about what?
Well, actually, talk about this question that you just got. Actual
Let's see.
question from 2K in the stream chat. Do you guys intend on making tutorials for designing and modeling, etc.?
I already stream regularly on the Ravenfield main server.
It's Sofa. Sofa's here.
I do the same 2K, like,
Okay, epic.
yes. Like,
The
if
man-
someone wants to learn, join the streams, because it's informational.
Yeah. You should go and put your Twitch accounts somewhere in the server so that people can join you.
It's actually Discord streams, so
Oh, well, alright then.
All right. I think we're in business now.
The man, the myth, the filth smell.
It's fifth. It's fifth smell, guys. Haven't you seen Baron's videos?
I'm sorry, yeah, you're right. I apologize, Mr. Fifth.
How is everybody?
nice.
Alive. Apparently, Martino is going crazy. We've had Sofa on the show before. I don't know how you
Yeah.
haven't heard him before. He
I
just,
used to release audio update logs for Project Altiris stuff. Everyone knows what I sound like. And that is why I found it very confusing that people were actually debating over my nationality. Someone, not going to name any names here, insisted that I was European.
dude, what? I thought you were Australian.
Yeah, guys, come on.
Well, that's at least closer than European.
Obviously, I am Japanese.
Ah, man.
Correct.
Sofa Serbian, 100%. Now.
A Santa Claus. No, get looted, I am not Russian. I am of Irish and Ashkenazi descent.
Ah,
What do you mean, ah?
just thinking about some past streams. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I get you.
It does sound like someone I'd find in a Santa pack at the shopping mall mid-December. Well, now you know you have to do it.
Perhaps the strangest comparison I've ever heard has been someone saying that I sound like Abraham Lincoln, to which I would ask, how would you know what Abraham Lincoln sounds like? And she
I can
just
see
said,
it.
I don't know. That's just how I imagine him sounding.
I can see it. You do have a very presidential vibe about you. He sounds like God.
7 years ago. Let's see.
7 years ago, I started Project Alterus, and that was the biggest mistake I've ever made.
Oh, trust me, I've made much bigger mistakes.
Oh?
I don't want to discuss them, but they
That's fair.
involve a lot of peyote and waking up half naked behind the Flying J, but I did get $2,000 out of it.
Oh, God! Well, I mean, you got $2,000. I don't know if that's a mistake.
I mean, the question is, was it worth it? And as much as I like money, no, I really don't think it was.
I could feel the remorse in that.
This is part of Altirus lore.
Yep. Oh god, it's
Yeah.
become an Alterus podcast.
This is no canon.
Phil, we've asked that question before.
So for waking up tarred and feathered behind the Flying J with $2,000 in his hinder.
Oh. That's... Oh.
Don't
That's
ask.
where...
I've had a very long life. I'm probably the oldest person in this Discord, and a lot has happened in that time.
We appreciate your service. Martino over here.
Now I am getting questions. This is
Yes.
quasi... I mean, try as we may to separate PA and Delum, that's, I guess, not gonna happen. Oh well. What led me to make Altiris mods? I believe we discussed this before, but not everyone has heard it. So what happened is I was out of work for a while. I had just gotten an associate's degree and was unable to find work, and my work involves working in CAD, like SolidWorks. SolidWorks is very expensive, so I do not have that at home. Closest thing I had was Blender, which I had not used pretty much ever at that point. And so the thing is, it's like, okay, I got a lot of time on my hands. I'd better practice, try and stay current. What's something I can do? I'm not sure how I found out about Ravenfield. I had heard of it before, but never really done anything. But somehow I saw an announcement that it's now using, now had modding tools. And I said, well, let's give that a whirl. I played the game. I thought it was fun, but it needed some more stuff. It got a little dry after a while. So it's like, well, I got this setting, Altiris, lying around. Basically, at that point, well, still is kind of like a sandbox for pseudo-historical stuff. And it saw a lot of usage in my time playing Gary's mod, ACF. So I decided, well, I got this setting and these countries and their technology. I'll make it in this game. And for some reason, people liked it, which I thought was very odd. And here we are. Kind of. It's gone. If I ever figure out how to mod Arma 3, I would like to make stuff for that, because I think Arma 3 would be a much better platform for the sort of stuff you see in Altiris. Having only done mapping in Arma 3 so far, yes, it is pretty painful, because the modding tools provided are completely non-functional. So I had to spend a week following tutorials just to figure out how to launch the map editor.
Yeah, I even tried to make myself a custom faction, and that just didn't.
Oh god.
What?
I don't even have words for that. Not as if I talk a lot otherwise.
Just the dichotomy between voices, or what?
I assume he put on a voice changer, or Script Chekhov took his microphone.
This is a voice change.
Oh,
It's just that Martino said that I sounded like a girl.
Oh, okay. I
come
guess
on.
we're changing our voices now.
Oh, stop. I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ, what was that? Oh, God.
Oh god.
Alright.
Show me pictures of your feet.
Send me pictures of Spider-Man.
Pictures of Spider-Man!
God. I need to... How do we do this poll? Hey, Vel, start a poll and ask if I should continue in the trap voice for the rest of this podcast.
yes, yes, yes.
I mean, I could do it. I could do it.
But
Question
I don't
actually
know what's
above.
more
Hold on.
concerning, the fact that we're doing this or the fact that I find it funny.
Get Looted in the stream chat asks, do you guys think that the AI in Ravenfield needs significant improvement for mods like Delum and Alterus to work?
The AI generally needs a rework. They're pretty damn bad.
They're
Yeah,
running
the
to
game-
wall stupid.
Barely works as it
If
is.
I'm honest, I'm not sure if even Steel knows how to fix them. From what I understand, it's pretty much an out-of-the-box AI code, I guess? The AI is basically something that's available to pretty much anyone who makes a game in Unity. Because apparently, making AI from scratch is a pretty tall order. But if we could get improvements to AI in Ravenfield, it really doesn't matter about Delum in that case, and whether or not it works. Because from what I've played of Delum, I think it works perfectly well, even with the AI being a little questionable. I just think in general it would really help. Biggest thing is fix that damn water pathfinding, please. And Spaghetti Man. Where is everybody? Am I alone in here now?
No, I'm
Yes.
here, don't worry.
Oh no!
God, it's a girl. There's a
No
woman in
girls
here.
allowed. Oh my
See,
god.
I told you it works.
Sadly.
Also, why, Eraser, why aren't you a mod?
What?
A mod, like, on the stream.
I don't know.
Martino, is it too real for you? Are you afraid of what you've created?
A poll has been opened for shall Toast continue with the trap voice?
Oh fuck. I wasn't
Thank you for
supposed to
that
do that.
contribution, sir. Man. So that was hardly a spring break we just had. But at least I managed to get some stuff done for Vanilla Plus.
By the way, are you thinking of making Vanilla Plus weapons?
I do not like making weapons. I will come out and say it here. I know, Maya, that you always took issue with Altiris weapons, and because they were always kind of placeholder throughout the entire time, and that's because I really don't like making them. But if someone else wants to volunteer for that and just do their own thing, that they can do that.
I mean, I cannot like model, but I can mod them and animate them.
I did had the idea to make Vanilla Plus weapons recently, and I do have a few models for them.
And you guys can do your own thing in that regard. The only Vanilla Plus weapons I would be making are deployable and handheld versions of the Arbalest and the Venom machine guns.
All right, now I'm confused because I haven't been looking at the Ravenfield workshop for quite a while. I'm
What
gonna
do
have
you
to.
mean?
I haven't like looked at the Ravenfield workshop at all. I'm gonna have to look up what Vanilla Plus actually is.
Oh, it's not publicly available. Well, I posted the link in a number of places, but it's still unlisted
Ah,
because it's not done yet, and I'm mainly just asking people to test it for me.
I guess I'm just gonna have to look up Fifth Smell.
Well, hang on, buddy. Let me get you a link real quick.
Oh, so sweet.
Yes, I am. No, thank you, Turkish. I'm sweet enough. Let's see, where can I post this link? Would voice chat text be appropriate?
Yeah, I think so.
There you go.
Thanks, pal. You're the best.
Now you cannot open it through the browser because it is the Steam browser because it is unlisted, but you can open it in your regular web browser to download it.
Ooh,
And
I
what
like.
this is my attempt to remake, well, not remake anything, but to make some vanilla style vehicles that don't stray too far. But it gives each team their own look so that you don't have to look for colors per se, their own vehicles and skins mainly.
I like that a lot.
And also some minor-ish modifications gameplay-wise. Chiefly, tanks no longer try to shoot down aircraft with their main guns. Neither do APCs, because that is annoying when bots do it. Also, the gunship, the attack helicopter, is now Bad News Bears, because originally it was useless, but now it is pretty significant to encounter, because now it has anti-tank missiles and a chain gun.
I like these a lot. These look really cool.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Still got no results on this poll. It hasn't popped up yet, so
Just do the trap voice anyway, despite what they may say. You do you, man.
man after my heart.
Oh god, I had to hold that laughing back.
So
It is too late, Martino. It is already done. There is nothing you can say. It's too late now, my friend. The voice shall continue.
I'm just gonna crop that and put that somewhere. Where can I put that? Put that in announcements.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Ay vey. Wait,
There's,
poll is over. The poll is over, but Yeah, it didn't say what one, Vel.
Doesn't matter. Do the voice.
I saw more guesses than I saw. Epic no.
Yes.
So anyway,
So
What
what
do
are
we
you
got?
using for that? Is that like a
this
software?
is
Is
actually
that just your voice?
my voice.
Oh, cool. Good job. I know a few guys who can do that really well. I also know some trans folk who cannot do that to save their lives, and it is very jarring. No offense to anyone out there who may be trans.
To
I'm
be
not
honest,
talking about you specifically, I'm talking about these people.
To be honest, at first, Martino thought Vel unmuted and spoke.
Isn't she Spanish, though?
Yes.
I have the theory that Vel is that woman that sings those Minecraft parody songs. And I will proceed to sing this until she actually speaks one time. She hasn't done it in
Minecraft
2
parody
years
song.
now.
Aren't there like 18,000 different YouTubers who do that?
No,
still
you know the Mine Diamonds song? I
Oh,
suspect
Minecraft has some
she's the
parodies.
one that sung that.
No, that's a
Ah,
that's a boy.
I see.
I still maintain that the reason Vel is muted
But
is
you are a YouTuber, Beru-chan. Yes, exactly. How do we actually know you're a woman, Vel? We've never seen your face. We've never heard your voice. You could be
I
that
just-
guy for all we know.
I just trust her, honestly.
We just implicitly trust anyone you meet on the internet. This is a person who makes good content, so I implicitly trust anything they say.
Can Project Delum have your credit card number?
Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, I can bring back Project Altiris. I just need the all those numbers on your credit card, the expiration date, your name and birthday.
And
Then
if
I
you're
can get
American,
started on that again.
we need your social security number if you're American.
That too.
Else's. I'm trying to play with my vanilla plus weapons, and I'm being distracted by traps and Vel. Sorry.
You should have said it in like Fury voice, like sorry.
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 Suffer.
Actually, I wonder if I can do script Chekhov. Hold on. Because I do a lot of accent and voice training. Just to satisfy myself. Ooh, there's a straw poll.
I can kind of do a Russian accent, but only in German.
So a German spy on the Eastern Front impression.
Yes. Sie haben mich richtig verstanden, Kamerad.
Yes, Bug Boy Eric. Toaster was always a girl, but she faced sexism in Ravenfield, and so she had to pretend to be a man.
It all started in the Altura server.
See, here's the thing, is that we're actually all women. All of us. That's everyone who does Ravenfield modding is actually a woman. But we have to disguise ourselves as men because sexism.
It all started at Project Alterus when somebody said a mean thing.
Who? Me?
It was horrible.
It was horrible. I hate it.
This is so sad.
Terrible.
The best part about doing voice training like this, I'm gonna wait until Vel says the poll is done to actually continue with that, but the best part about doing the voice training is that you can just start switching between the accents, you know? And you go into the Russians, and then you kind of go into Dutch German, and then right into the English. You know, it's great.
That's going
my
a bit more
fucking
toward the
God.
Australian, my friend.
Well, you know. Australian's just boneless English. If you think about it.
Now
you
that
go
now you're going a
Scottish?
bit toward New Zealand.
Ah, no, it's Scottish. You've just got to get the right amount of trilling in your voice and the right amount of pitch up. And actually, I can do this in my other voice, which is great
But
because
steel's heavier than feathers.
steel is heavier than feathers. So a kilogram of feathers is going to weigh less than a kilogram of steel. Because
That's right,
Steel
because
is-
steel is
steel is
heavier
heavier
than
than feathers. See, refresh results. Well, I'm looking at it. 10 votes, and 6 of them are yes.
Kill Jester.
This is
Pity
priceless.
not, eh? People are
Oh,
telling me to
golly.
stop, and it's just so
Oh,
much
no.
fun. This is
Oh
the off-topic segment.
no!
I can
Can you do a
whatever I want.
Verskayan accent?
Verskian accent? Verskian accent is a little bit Russian, a little bit Western or European, just a tad bit Northern.
So
It's a
basically
little bit
Polish.
difficult. It's Polska, not so much. It's
Hmm.
you have to. I'm not adding enough inflection onto the voice. Here we go. Now I get into the inflection. The CCN is very. It's like if France met Eastern European. It's very difficult to describe. Pole is closed. Yes, Van. Well, I will finish doing my CCN, then I will continue with the chat.
Now, can you
Paroquian
do an
voice size.
impression
Yeah.
of Salvador Dali?
I can't.
Sorry?
I cannot.
But it's easy.
Paroquian voice
You just have to roll your R's like this. Talk about the spontaneous method.
Oh.
Yeah, Salvador Dali. Can you believe, fucking, I'm sorry, pardon my French. What was his name? Jodorowsky. Alejandro Jodorowsky was going to make a Dune movie, and apparently he was going to cast Salvador Dali as the role of, I think, Padishan Emperor. That would have been crazy. And like Orson Welles as come on, the bad guy. Was it Baron
It's been
something
so
or
long
other?
since I read those books.
Yeah. I want to say Baron Rakan, but I think that was the character in the Dune RTS game.
Games.
No, not him.
Can actually do it. Hold on a second. I can actually do I can actually do a pretty passable Solid Snake.
The David Hayter needs a little more bass, I think.
Yeah, it's not exactly that easy to do. I used to be able to do a good Ocelot. I don't know how good this is now. You're pretty good, Solid Snake.
It sounds
I'm
like a
gonna-
guy trying to do an impression in a 2007 parody that you'd see on Newgrounds, made in Flash. It's like the kind of thing you watch in high school art class because the teacher doesn't care. And so you just on the computer all day watching stuff.
Who hurt you?
I did
Oh.
in a past life.
Don't do a Baltimore accent. I can't do Baltimore. You see, the northeastern eastern portion of America is kind of difficult to. Oh God! Oh Jesus! I'm going back into country. Holy Christ!
Hey, I'm walking here.
Thank you for
probably-
that, sweetheart.
I was stationed in Boston for a while, and my brother came to visit me once. And so he was sort of a hipster looking dude at the time, and apparently he was walking down the street in the North End, and some guys drove past him and yelled from out of their car, "Nice capris, faggot!" and just drove off.
Oh,
If
also
he wasn't
we
wearing
have another
capris,
person.
I don't know.
You know, I don't think I've actually heard Bug Boy speak.
Yeah, I sound like a complete and utter fucking idiot. That's what I sound like.
Oh God, it's just
Yeah.
lower pitched LaCrue, or higher pitched.
Yeah, I'm young British twats. That's what I am.
Well, all right then.
Yeah,
Understandable.
I'm just another British asshole. That's what I am.
Let's see here.
I can do the Moroccan accent. And
Ooh,
it's been
I got a question.
it's
I got a question for
What's it-
Delum.
Oh.
When are we getting meat paste?
Oh God.
And
meat
I
paste.
have the model.
Yeah, about
I
meat
will make it.
paste.
I have the
Oh
model.
Jesus.
Yes.
Meat paste. It's yeah. I've
Not
had
every-
meat paste in real life because they sell meat paste here, and it's shite. That's what it is.
No. You just gotta season it right. You just gotta buy up some
I
red
tried it.
pepper, some
have-
cayenne,
you have
some
meat
garlic
pa-
powder.
Seriously, have meat paste on a slice of bread, and it tastes like somebody vomited on a biscuit or something. That's what meat paste tastes like.
No. What you gotta do is you gotta season that. Yeah? You gotta season it. You gotta mix it up with some mayo. You gotta put in some red pepper and cayenne and garlic powder, and you're set.
Yeah. Also, I'm just gonna say this about meat paste. Genuinely, real life meat paste, it doesn't taste of any specific meat. It's just meat. That's the only way to describe it.
I really didn't need to know. I've had Spam. That definitely tastes like. But
You ever had fried
Spam,
spam?
but worse.
You ever
I've
had
had
fried spam?
I had fried Spam on a sandwich a couple days ago.
I've had deep fried spam.
See, the worrying thing about spam is that once it became like a meme, it rose in price. Now it's no longer it no longer has that advantage of being cheap. That was the great thing about my childhood is whenever we were short, we would just make spam sandwiches.
Fried spam.
Sandwiches, as it were.
Hmm?
Spamwiches?
Spamwiches. Yeah, fried spam. Put that in a sandwich. You're good. It was a delicacy back when I was younger. Now everything sucks.
If that's not iconic sofa, I don't know what is.
What? Now everything sucks?
Yeah.
Like
Just
me.
Back in my day, we didn't have these fancy schmancy raven fields. We had to we're given 2 sticks and a rock.
we had to share the rock.
Isn't that the quote from Halo?
Yes.
Of course it
In
is.
regards to a tank, I believe.
2 sticks and a rock for the whole platoon.
Have any of you folks played the re-release of Halo onto PC? Because I've heard mixed things.
I
Yeah,
have
I just recently
Haven't.
played it.
I have
haven't played
heard
it.
that Reach was really laggy on launch. Like input lag.
It has input lag. They fixed it on Halo CE. It doesn't have any input lag, but the problem is that Halo CE is a horrible game and you shouldn't play it.
Oh, that's just rude.
Wait. Are you saying Halo Combat Evolved is a bad game?
It has absolutely horrible level design.
Okay, the library was bad.
Okay, this
Everything
just got
else was-
serious.
I mean, the third level is literally fighting in the same room all over again. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't change. You're just fighting the same room.
The library was bad. Everyone knows the library was bad. But everything else is great. The
Two,
Warthog Run's
two
the best.
betrayals was also pretty bad.
I mean, the extremely big snow level, the field, the Iceland. Like, I don't remember the names. It's been so long.
If you
but
just compare Halo CE to Halo 2 or just Halo Reach, I don't know. Those games are they're infinitely better than Halo CE.
I think we can pretty proudly say, though, that Halo 5 was bad.
I haven't played Halo
yes.
5 because it was so bad.
Good.
Yeah.
Don't
Do
play
not
Halo
Played
5.
any Halo games.
Well, that's just sad.
Halo
Yeah,
was
I know.
fun back in high school. I loved me some Halo to an unhealthy
The reason I didn't play any of the Halo games is because I'm a pillock. That's
So,
why.
hypothetical question: are we allowed to call Sofa a boomer?
Yes.
I mean, he's only
Yes.
slightly older than me.
You may, but that doesn't mean you're right.
Okay, hang on.
I think something just caught on fire in Hiroka's house.
No, it's just my parents being my parents and shouting at everything again.
Oh,
Lol.
Yeah. It's not that hard for me.
I'm glad I live alone. Kind of.
Yes.
Yes,
Sure,
I am
Horokan
28.
accent. You're pretty much just Horokan. It's very easy. You just become more British, and roll your R's lot there. Then you're Horokan. It's
ugh.
not that
So-
hard, really.
So it's basically a British pirate.
Cornwall accent, isn't it?
Yeah,
Isn't
roughly
what
that.
the pirate
I'd
accent
say.
is Cornwall.
Can you say something in Hirokan for us, just to demonstrate?
Oh, you want me to say something in Horokan? Yes, I'll get to that very quickly.
Oh, I'm
Who
terrified.
made Hiroka again?
Him?
I'm getting the generic Horokan sentence to read because it is quite something.
Oh, it's
So the
literally
sentence-
his name.
The sentence in English is: I went outside yesterday and looked around. I looked to my left and saw my neighbor, John. I said hi to him and got on my way. Now, the sentence in oh fuck, my brother's coming home.
That embarrassing moment where you're doing conlangs in your room and your family walks in. Well, wait, no. The best is when you're doing something embarrassing in your room and then you hear someone coming up to your door and then you realize you live alone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
that embarrassing
Okay.
moment when you're catfishing middle schoolers in a geopolitical RP, and then your parents walk in.
Yes.
Brr.
Okay. I think I may be able to do the Horokan sentence now because Horoka.
That's fair.
It's actually Yes, I shall just
Go on. Don't be shy.
It's very hard to read. That's what it is.
Do
Hang
it.
on.
I know
Do
that
it.
most kids just kind of end up
Great.
underperforming, but I believe in you.
I'll frickin' post it in voice chat text so you can see what kind of bullshit language Horokan is.
I've seen it before, but you need to
Oh fuck.
say it.
Yeah, this,
Wait, let me
That's-
try.
that
Let me
sounds
try
like-
to read that.
Sounds like Irish.
By the way, the kid, because Horokan is weird and they don't have a C or a K, they use QUE as a K.
Like old English.
Okay,
Alright.
wait.
Bullshit.
Let me try to read that. What the fuck is this?
Benete
It's
car.
Horokan.
Benete car.
Venetekar Yazda Derke.
Está derecho.
Oh
my
fuck. I give up. I give up.
That's the
This is too
derke.
much for me to
Adna
process.
lukeder avrat. Le lukeder to naya lata. Adna saya naya niborgeke. Jonathake. Le sareke. He. Tuhak. Adna gotur. Odnek. Naya veva.
This sounds like Flemish. Like that weird thing
I
the
went to
Belgians
car
speak.
yesterday, Rick.
It does kind of sound like that.
Look there, Avrad. I look there to Naya laughter. Adna Naya, never Rick. Fuck it, I can't. Too much.
My hovercraft is full of eels.
Lol.
Whoa.
Yeah, how do you say
You see,
my
Hirokan has
hovercraft
a-
is full of eels in Hirokan?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Now, my parents want me, so I shall mute myself for a bit, so nobody has to hear my parents again.
Understood. Have a nice day.
Yes. Okay.
He did the Mia thing. He
Yes.
just responded, okay. I admire people who can just say okay in response to everything.
Okay.
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 Alright, cool. Stream's over.
Oh.
Why are you so mean to me?
It's okay, I will come to your house. You will not be able to sleep.
See, whenever I go into this voice, I immediately get like at least 30% more.
Gay.
Yeah, I guess. And I was about to say something really horrible, but then I realized that we were on stream and I can't.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Wait, let me find the full quote. Same goes for your OK and K, saying all the time on people their messages. Edited.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Yes.
by the way, on the Delum subject, there's still that thing I mentioned way back when that I want to do, but only after the main project has progressed a bit more. Are you thinking that, I'm thinking, yeah, after this map is out and after I've tidied up Vanilla Plus, that I think that might be an appropriate time to get started. What do you folks say?
I think it's great. If you need any help with lore, let me know. I'm really good at that.
Yes, I will consult you on that once I start getting stuck in.
I will
I was about to
always
say
be there.
another horrible thing. The
What,
stream's got
what map?
I will
the stream's
consider.
got to end soon because I'm just gonna keep saying horrible things.
Did I? When did I?
No, me.
No. Vel is saying something on Twitch chat
Uh,
regarding a whip map that I honestly do not remember.
Hmm.
I do a lot of stuff, you understand. And I'm doing that stuff while also trying to figure out how math works.
oh God. It seems like after a few minutes, every time I speak like this, it just devolves into innuendos. And I'm sorry.
Hmm. Oh,
So
okay, that
by the
one.
way.
Yeah, the one Vel. There was that one I was making a while back. Don't know if I'm gonna want to change that up or if I'm gonna want to stick with it, because that was back when I was doing Altiris stuff, and after revisiting Altiris maps, I realized they are not good.
I thought the trenches were fun.
Ornalo Forest?
I think so.
I thought it was the only one I remember fondly is Elost Valley and some parts of the first one that I made. Crap, what was that called? Chittermore. That was it. Yeah.
Well, Vel is shutting us down, probably because I'm scaring away the audience.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me on. This has been the Project Delum podcast.
Man,
Stay
don't take
tuned
my
for
line like
more.
that.
Watch this space.
Don't take my line like that. Come
I'm
on.
not taking your line. I'm okay. You do it.
This has been the Project Dylan podcast. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure to check the Discord server because we are constantly posting updates there. Well, I say constantly. We're most of the time posting updates there, and Sofa's there too. He's a bro.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for more Project Delum after this. No, I'm
Just end it. My thunder's
you
been
said
stolen.
you wanted someone to talk